Hello everyone and welcome to the void between reality and the land of heckin' nerds. My name is Brian, aka The Void, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Voyager class Seaspray. And this guy is from one of the movie sublines, the live action Michael Bay movies. And he is a modern reimagining of Seaspray. Well, modern for the time. As you might notice, I do have his missile launchers on, and they like to fall out of his hands and fire off on a hairpin trigger. But yeah, this is a really interesting take on Seaspray because for those who remember, Seaspray was one of the mini bots, and he was kind of just this dweeb. And then they reimagined him as like this gigantic linebacker-esque scuba diver, and I really do like this design. So before we get too far into things, we will give you the customary look at Lay Noggin. And I do have to get the kibble out of the way to show you Lay Noggin. It's a nice noggin. I really like this noggin. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it. He's got a little rebreather on, and if we turn off the lights for a second, then I can show you. He does indeed have some really nice light piping. Please bring back light piping. I miss light piping, please. It's not just Theo. I just want my light piping back. We will pop the lights back on. And good head sculpt. Really do love the scuba diver mask head sculpt design. One thing I kind of don't like, though, is you might be able to see he's kind of struggling. I don't like the swooped back leg design. I get why they had to do it, but not my favorite. But the aesthetic here is great. He's a big, giant, bulky scuba diver dude. He's very hard to get on camera. And, so as for posability, he does have it. It's not mind-blowing. But actually, first, I will show you this. He has these two little harpoon guns. And as you might see, they, A, don't like to stay in his hands, and B, will fire on a hairpin trigger to the point where I'm just going to take the missiles off, or take these off already, so they're not firing everywhere as we go into posability. Head is on a ball joint. Rotation at the shoulder, although it is kind of limited because of the kibble. We have no waist swivel, but that's more or less because of the way it turns out. Oh, and of course a bend at the elbow. Ratchets, both of these are on ratchets, nice ratchets, as you can kick forward that far, back that far, and can do somewhat of the splits. And then he doesn't really have a bend at the knee, but I guess this can sort of swivel, but that's more or less for transformation. And he does have toe articulation. One thing you might also notice is he does like to come apart. These tabs and hinge and pegs don't really like to stay together. I always forget how these arms are supposed to be displayed. I think it's like that. Oh yeah, and I guess you can kind of move his arms in like that, but yeah, a little messy for the posability, but it was a toy from, 2008, 9, we were still in toys full of gimmicks and compromised by kibble and gimmicks. So going into transformation is pretty easy. It's easy once you get to know it. It can be a little difficult to get everything to have together. So first thing we're going to do is just unpeg this whole section back here, fold this out, and then fold these pieces up like that, and just leave that out for now. Then we're going to take the arms and move them up like this, and then fold these panels up and those will go over the face. And then on this side, or both sides, we're just gonna turn the arms like this, and then open this panel and fold that in. Same on the other side. Open the panel, fold that down like that. And then we can take this section and just kind of just maneuver this. It's sometimes easier said than done. And this panel in particular will slide down constantly. And then there's a little tab, a little peg here, and there's gonna be a slot in here. And that's just gonna go down. Come on, Seaspray, work with me, dude. Work with me. Seaspray, thank you. Or not. Or, come on, Seaspray. Seaspray, come on. Thank you. And then just get everything collapsed in again once you're able to do that. And then that will look like that. Then we're going to come to the legs. We're going to bring them up, turn them around like this, then fold in this little flipper, slot that down like that. You're gonna have that light done, and then just do the same on the other side, like that, that, and that. And then these are gonna come down and just fold these up like that and like that, and that's gonna knock everything out of proportion, or out of whack. Come on. There we go. And then we're just gonna sandwich these in. Why don't you wanna go in? As you can tell, this is a little bit difficult to get the panels. It's easy in theory, I think, what I was saying, but it is a little difficult in practice. There you go, that's that on that side. And then you're just gonna fold that up, and everything will just kind of tab into place. And there you go. There you have Seaspray in his little hovercraft mode. This is a good hovercraft. I really do like this hovercraft mode. Now, there was a little buddy for him called Beachcomber. I have not been able to find that figure, but he would be able to stand on the back, and then his vehicle mode would also go up onto the deck of the hovercraft. And then we can take his missiles. Let's put it in the back. Take his little missile launchers, and those will sit right there. And right there. And yeah, it's a good hovercraft. And it rolls. It has good wheels on the bottom of it. The transformation is simple in theory, a little difficult in practice, but once you're able to get it down, I haven't transformed this guy for a while, so it took me a moment, but once you get it down, you can do it pretty seamlessly. So to get him back into robot mode, we'll just take off his guns. Then we're going to come to the front and just unpeg the legs like that, bring this section up, bring the legs down like that, and then open this panel, which will allow you to get in here and fold out these little flippers on his feet. Then we're just going to turn this section around like that. Same on the other side, turn that around, open up this panel, or actually before you do that, open up that. And then you've got that done. Then come to the bottom, or to the back, and just unpeg his arms like that, and that will probably open that panel. We're just gonna stand him up, and then we'll raise the camera real quick. We're gonna take this, fold it down, fold these in, and then fold these back. Get the arms out of the way. Just fold these panels down like that, and like that. And then just slap that. Sometimes that doesn't want to. Okay, slap that together like that and like that. Then we can take his arms and just turn his arms around like that. Count how many times I say like that. And just kind of stand him up. And we can give him his missile launchers. And there you go. There you have Seaspray back in his robo mode. Final thoughts on the figure? Good figure. Like this figure a lot. You can find him at a good price on the secondary market. Absolutely give him a pickup. I think he's an interesting looking figure. Posability is a little limited, but hey, it is what it is. Vehicle mode is great. And yeah, there you go. There is your Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Seaspray. I'm asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all my links down below for all the places you can find me and support me. And yeah, until remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. And I will see you next time.